Hello everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous. Today, we're going to be doing some bullshit. So, we're up against Ismari, so the trick... Oh, and right on cue, just as I start talking, Baldur appears. Give me 1 second, Baldur, and then I'll get you up here. Alright, so let's draw. Let's put down crowdfunding and rogue trading. We gotta find pad tap. Draw. Let's deuces. Not pad tap, Citadel Sanctuary. That's the card we're looking for. Hope everybody's having a great week. I know I am. Testing out some new runners. They got a lot of money, huh? What does a gentleman gotta do to find a Citadel Sanctuary around these parts, huh? Oh, that was dumb. Alright, now we're in business. A little slower than I'd like. So, let's run archives. Hey man, we're just living that resource life, Sean. We gotta try to force our opponent to spend as much money as possible. LOL. So let's hit HQ. Okay. So there's no current down. Let's see if we can force an ice res on HQ. I love Security Nexus. It's one of my favorite consoles by far. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Alright. What would be ideal is if we could get Corroder. Hey, hey, hey. Buddy, I gotcha. I gotcha. I ain't gonna let nothing bad happen to you, I promise. Oh, perfect. So the idea is with Jack, I can get a free run to help put crowdfunding back down. Let's draw. Let's draw again. This is somewhat problematic, because if a second piece of ice goes down there, we could be in trouble. So that's an NGO front. So now we know we don't have to waste time on that. Morning seeds. Let's see what's here. See, that right there could end up being the game because we couldn't find a fractor. And it probably... Oh, no. Thankfully, it's not. We just need Corroder and basically this game's over. No fractor, no special order. All right, let's take a look. Oh, that really stunk. need at least 2 special orders. Alright, let's try it again. Kind of a bad first showing, but we'll tighten up the play. Morning, Thomas. Do I not have a restricted card in this deck? That's a problem. That better not be a psychic field. Yeah, well, we're definitely going to have to fix that. Probably a film critic. Our draw is very bad. Like, super duper bad. Ooh, a Mwanza grid. Exciting. I need a Caldera in this deck. Oh, no, 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 no. We have to make some adjustments. I built this right before we started streaming so we can work on it together. I think the big thing with 419 is like the Apocalypse game is basically over. People are super wise to that shit now. So you're not likely to be able to do anything with it. We gotta work on it. I love how much money we're just whittling away from the corp by being 419 and having corporate grant. Cool, I guess. Got hit with the psychic field. That better not be another psychic field. Yeah, we need a film critic in this deck. Hopefully we don't, like, die to punitive here. That'd be pretty terrible. Wonder why nobody's on Twitch today. Kind of strange. I don't know, it could be, right? There's a lot of good 5-3s right now, Sean. And there's a lot of ways to do incidental damage or reduce hand size. Nowadays, Kagugo is just as good as it's ever been, right? Let's hit HQ. Let's see what's going on. Gets rid of the one card I want to keep. Yeah, I mean, I think money is always the issue for core Jinteki, right? It always has been. And I think there are better money cards now, but Pilana's probably, yeah, you're right, probably still a better choice than getting that, like, incidental extra damage. Especially with Employee Strike very rampant. Alright, so basically everything that we have now is hit points. This coming turn I'm going to try to get, if we can. I don't want to know, because if that's one of, like, 3 psychic fields, we're in a bad way. Alright. So we are going to do the Jack run, now that we have a full hand. We're going to go HQ. We're going to see if we can get an Ice Res here. Shipment from Tenon. Interesting. I guess that makes sense, right? Let's just get some information and let's get some counters on things. Neural EMP, also good to know. And then we're gonna get a ton of money and then we're gonna end the turn. And get all 3 of our crowdfundings back. I'm imagining that there's just like a ton of agendas. Oh, yeah. We gotta take it while we can. And then the rest of our clicks is just gonna be drawing cards. Okay, we know that that's a Mwanza grid. So I think now is the time to go, because on that run, they'll get a ton of money afterwards, but on that run, they're not going to be able to do anything to us. Let's go R&D. Gosh, crowdfunding is a hell of a card. Thanks for the game. Hey, Rob, what's up, dude? We're just building some new decks with the new NISEI core. All right, we have to make some pretty substantial changes. First and foremost, we need a film critic or some sort of restricted card. Or should my restricted card be paperclip? Nah, probably film critic. So many choices. We do have some draw issues, which I'm not a huge fan of. The crowdfundings are certainly going to help with that. I mean, we could go really spicy and get John Masanori in here. No, I think that might be too spicy. We're probably not going to need the data sucker. The data sucker can probably be something else, like a stim hack. Let's try that. We are on the hard draw expressway, so we're probably going to be mulliganing hard for an Earthrise in the opening hand. But we'll see how we do. I like this. We can do this. We can work with this. Good luck, have fun. Especially that film critic against the SSLs and the degree mills is going to be worth it. They're gonna choose event, right? Yeah, absolutely. Got to get that drip going. So what's the worst thing that can happen? Hey, Rob, check on Facebook. We have a meetup on December 9th Let me double check. Up in Philly, I'm more than happy to pick you guys up along the way. There's going to be probably about 20 to 25 people there. So, let me find it. December 9th, 1 p.m. All right. Let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's keep whittling away, and we're going to have kind of these tiered draws going. All right. So we're going to get I'm really surprised we haven't seen a Citadel. Hey, if push comes to shove, I'm more than happy to pick you guys up. So let me know. What do we think the ice is in this deck? An overwrite. All right. These are all good cards, Brent. Probably the Amakua is the least good for us, because this deck is gonna have IP blocks. Hopefully we'll pull a Citadel soon. If not, things are gonna get spicy. There it is. Let the chase fire. That's free. Wow, that's great. Let's just keep doing that. That seems good. We got our drips back. Yeah, they're like, no, 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 no. Nice, nice. This is exactly what we want. Let's draw. We still haven't seen a Citadel, which is, you know, unfortunate. Hopefully, this isn't going to be another episode. I need to get Corroder down. Whatever happens next turn, I need to get Corroder down. These Osmari decks shouldn't be able to go as fast against us as they are. That feels great. That's what we like to call a free run, kids. Yeah. That Bio Vault, now they're at $0. This is very good for us. We should have control of the game from this point. And we're gonna get the drips and 2 draws off of crowdfunding. I don't know if that was the right choice for them. But they're not in great shape, so they're starting to panic, I would imagine. Hey, look! Free crowdfundings, just like we always wanted. And we still haven't seen a Citadel Sanctuary. We're working hard for the money. So you better treat us right, I'm saying, you know? Alright, now, before they get into IPO range, we want to try to force another Ice Res on R&D. And if they don't, we're actually gaining money now. So we're going to draw once. That's good. So let's go here. I really want to try to force an Ice Res before they get into IPO range. That's what I wanted. Perfect. Because that is going to cost us $1 real to break. And it keeps their money low. I have to imagine that might be like a resistor. We're going to have a monster draw next turn. 4 cards. I'm enjoying the new format now that I've gotten a better sense of what the new tempo is going to be like. Can probably get rid of the false lead. Not false lead, falsified credentials. That's surprise. Alright. We're gonna do a big dig next turn. Hey David, welcome. Yeah. Oh no, you can't have that. I'll go get that. Yeah, 100%. You're not allowed to have that card. Alright, so let's go server 1. We'll break that for 1 credit. Sure. I like this new engine. I think it's a lot smoother. Now, of course, our opponent doesn't know that I've been holding Amina back this whole time, so that we can actually break that, which is going to be good for us. But we don't have to do much, right? Good game. I don't know. I like it. I think we're off. I think the early instincts are good. Need to do another day of testing with some of these. I think Criminal's in a very good place right now. I don't know how everybody else is feeling, but I'm really feeling like Criminal is in a super duper good place right now, which is not surprising. They don't have to spend influence on crowdfunding. They have some of the best reduction of cost cards, like corporate grant, credit kiting, etc. So, just some card choice discussions while we're waiting for our next opponent. No one home is for SIU and C-Source decks, because then they have to beat me on the trace for C-Source, let's say. Just base, with me having pad tap. And then, if they beat me on that and I would take the tag, they have to beat me on another from zero trace, which also triggers pad taps, or power taps. I think the stim hack is a good choice. I think, even though it's only a one-of, it's going to give us, like, serious legs in the early game to try to close when people think that they can rush us out early. Okay, we can keep this against my better judgment because it's got the Citadel in it. Okay, so let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's put down 2 0 cost things. So this might be some sort of combo deck, so we need to be wary of that. Interesting. So not a combo deck, necessarily. Still could be, I guess. What the hell is that? Oh, it's... Yeah, this is definitely a combo deck. Okay. Alright, we gotta trash some of this business. Oh, you gotta relax. Crowdfunding's really good. It's a really good card. I mean, people are probably going to argue with me because red is very good, Jinteki is very good, but I think pound for pound in the new format, as far as like pure value cards, HB has some of the best shit in the game right now. Like, there's so many great, I mean, not Cybernetics Gourd, but there's so many great assets, great economy cards, utility cards, and ice. Oh, nice. Nice, I like it. Just like a nice little value score out there. I maybe would have done it with the counter, because we're going to trash their shit next turn. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to take our Rogue Trading Bucks, and we're going to trash both of these cards, because whatever they're doing here is not great for us. Both of these things have got to go. That's probably going to be another Cybernetics Court. Okay. Let's go check, see what that is. So we're in a kind of a weird draw situation here. So that's what we're going to need to do next turn. I'd like if we could get credit kiting while Archives is still open. I don't exactly know what they're doing besides some sort of like combo fast advance plan. So let's draw. Let's draw again. Where the hell? Okay. We need more money. Alright, we're not going to need Stim Hack. We need to get Jack down. I might just face check. Is this going to be a biotic play? I mean, okay. Alright. Sure. Just straight fast advanced tools. Interesting. We desperately need some sort of breaker. There's probably vanilla somewhere. No? Okay. See, I don't like that. Oh, we need breakers. Because they can just fast advance out. Let's hit HQ, see if we can get a nice res. Ichi does nothing to us. Except for give us money. Thanks for the credits. At least that's only $2. They're getting a lot of free ice reses, but if we can keep the money low, then we're in good shape. We have to maintain positive tempo. If we don't maintain positive tempo here, eventually they're going to get to 7 and just like fast advance out a hyperloop and the game will be over. But this is a tight game. I'm enjoying this a lot. You can also go get Passport for 2 credits, which is not insignificant, considering we've got Gatekeepers as their primary ice. I do want to check this archives, so let's check this archives. This is exciting. I'm really enjoying this a lot. We could lose here. Yep, that's game. I could have pressured HQ there. Not the best chance. I don't know. That one's probably pilot error, I would say. But I think this is a good core for us to start building a new deck. Yeah, probably my play there was to not do the crowdfunding. See, but we didn't have a reliable way to break Ichi, and there was another gatekeeper, a big gatekeeper here. So we probably would have gotten at most one run. I mean, there's a decent chance 2 and 5 that we would have hit it, but I think the play was maybe run here, force the Ice Rees, security Nexus, and then hit R&D. Let's see, then the problem is if we hit agendas, we give them back the money to score the one in hand. I don't know, it's tough. This type of like mid-range, like biotic labor, recursion, sports metal is pretty defensible right now because 1, there's a lot of really good econ cards in the game, and 2, there's not really super effective cred denial right now. I mean, you have diversion of funds and corporate grant, but that's not like being siphon spammed. So when you combine the fact that there's only a small number of cards that can actually take away your money as the corp, and whenever you score or an agenda is stolen, you recover some of your tempo, it really makes it hard to keep this type of mid-range sports metal down turn after turn after turn, because as you are working towards winning, they're working towards scoring out the last agenda. I think another thing that I could have done, which probably would have been wiser, is just 4 clicks in a row plus the jack. I could have just hit this first ice on R&D, and when they didn't res it, just keep jacking out. Because the way you beat this type of sports metal is you get a ton of agendas in one turn. Actually, now that I think about it, that was probably the correct play. Was to just take a few turns, to just keep hammering R&D and get building up like a huge turning wheel. And then just like try to see like 8 of the last 11 cards in one turn. And just scoop up all the agendas at one time and win the game that way. Because then they don't get the tempo recovery to be able to score out the last hyperloop. Alright everybody, that's going to do it. We're not going to have enough time for another game, but I appreciate everybody for taking time out of your Tuesday to come hang out and watch me play some Netrunner. If you don't already, please make sure that you subscribe or follow and subscribe on YouTube, and if you can, subscribe on Twitch. It's the best way to support the channel. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Helps pay for software licenses and equipment upgrades and other things that I need to make the channel. So, until I see all of you wonderful Netrunners again, always be running.